Beloved brothers and sisters, yes, the whole of nature is a language. It's a language. We must learn this language of nature. If we learn it properly, we can speak the cosmic language, and the whole cosmos becomes accessible. Brothers and sisters, the sea, for example, the sea and your breath, the sea and our breath, yes. Let's take that as an example. When you get to the seashore, you have the land, you have the sea, just at the point where the sea meets the earth. We have waves. Waves. The waves keep moving up and down, up and down. What is happening? It is the cosmic language. The human, your body, your mind, your spirit, you are the spirit. And the mind and the body, the same language with what is going on at the beach. Look at the ocean as spirit, and look at the earth, the land, as the body. Then the waves as the mind. So in between spirit and the body, you have mind. Spirit is calm. The sea is calm. But at the beach, we find waves, and the waves are not calm. Waves are not calm. Your spirit is peaceful. Then the mind, at a point of contact between your spirit and the body, you have a mind. And this mind is moving always, accepting, rejecting, accepting, rejecting. So the waves push onto the land and pull away from the land. Accept the land and reject the land. The waves of the sea are doing this constantly. Constantly. Your mind is doing the same. So, there's no peace in the mind. Mind is always on the move. But the absolute peace is beyond the mind. At the beach, if you want the absolute peace, all the rush of the ocean water, the sea water, the waves, you have to go beyond. Just take a boat or ship and go far, far, far away from the shore. And there is pure spirit. And it is so calm, so peaceful, lovely. Yes. When we compare this to the body, the mind and the spirit, we will find something. The mind moving is corresponding to the breath. So the breath and the mind, they are like the same thing, but breath is just the closest movement to the body, but it is actually initiated from mind. That's why mind is always in motion and breath is always in motion. In fact, when we breathe in, it means the waves are pulling onto the land. The body is the land. And the waves are pushing onto the shore, entering more onto the land. Then when we breathe out, it means we release the water from the land. It pulls back into the ocean. It pulls back closer to the greater ocean. So anytime you breathe out, you get closer to the greater side. You breathe out, you're entering into the world. You breathe out, you're entering into the inner world. That is where the source of everything is. So, the water at the beach, it has a source. The source is the ocean itself, the greater. So it's just a small portion of the greater that is forming the waves. The small portion of the spirit is forming the mind. And that mind keeps moving. Anytime you breathe in, you are actually breathing the world into you. When you breathe out, you are releasing the world. When people are very tense, like there's so much stress, anxiety, fear, anger, when they are so tensed, they are keeping some air inside them. Now, when they make, they release the stress. They release the stress. They release the fear. They release the anger. So, anytime you've taken the frequency of the world into your system, you need to release it. Nature is doing it for us all the time. Doesn't permit the world that you've drawn into you to remain. No. You release it. And that balance point, after you've released, if you can remain in that state, not drawing any more into you, you are peaceful. It is that state that is actually the basis for meditation. That means maintaining that point. Because inside the ocean proper, there is no waves up, down, up, down, up, down. It comes still. Be still and know your truth, your reality. You know, when this pattern goes on and on, at some point, when we are leaving this world, the last thing is an out breath. When the person dies, it is last one. The world out. And you go to another dimension. So anytime you draw the world in, you are in the world. Anytime you release it, you are backing off. You are backing out of this stressful atmosphere. Form the habit of maintaining the point where you have neither in nor out. You've balanced everything. And from there, divinity is accessible. From that point, you are closer to the Great Spirit. Be peaceful. Be loving. Be joyful. It is a basis of power. When you are at that peace, it is not different from power base. It is the same power base. No matter what titles, what names we give it, it is the same. Yes. Thank you, brothers and sisters.